Customer dumps hot soup on manager, then publicly apologizes next day. Jannelle Broland worked at the Sol De Jalisco Mexican restaurant as a manager. She didn't like her job that much, but it paid the bills. She had encountered different people throughout her time at the restaurant. But the worst customer she would ever meet was about to walk in and humiliate her in front of everyone. One day, as Jannelle was loading the dishwasher in the bar area, she heard the store phone ring. The woman on the other end immediately started to yell at her and call her names. Jannelle was forced to put her on hold as she had a massive lineup of other customers waiting to get their orders. "You're going to regret this," the angry woman shouted. It was a decision Jannelle would live to regret. About 15 minutes later, the angry woman burst through the doors. She pointed at Jannelle. "I need to speak with you." The woman pointed at the soup container in her hand and yelled. It was so hot it melted the lid. Jannelle quickly realized that this was the same woman who had called her earlier. But this time, she was much more aggressive. She looked like she had been crying for hours. So what had happened to her? Fortunately, the woman didn't suffer any burns from the hot soup. Jannelle apologized for the inconvenience and offered her a refund, a replacement soup, or another item on the menu free of charge. But her offer made the woman even angrier. "I want to speak with the owner of this place," she yelled. "It's just me today," Jannelle responded. She smiled at the woman and apologized again. But the woman understood her smile as mockery, and what she did next shocked Jannelle to the core. The woman picked up the soup container and threw it in Jannelle's face. She screamed and jumped back. "What the hell?" she shouted. "Why would you do that?" With tears in her eyes, Jannelle reached for her phone and called 911. Her co-worker directed her to a sink and helped her wash off the hot soup from her face that was still burning her eyes. When Jannelle finally had the courage to look in the mirror, she could barely recognize herself. Her face was red like a tomato. Fortunately, the soup wasn't hot enough to really burn her. But what about the angry woman? The woman escaped before anyone had the chance to process what had just happened. But she failed to notice that her actions had been recorded on camera by several patrons. Soon, karma would get her back. The security cameras in the store had also captured her throwing the hot soup in Jannelle's face. Everything she did to the poor woman was caught on tape. But would the police find her? When the cops arrived, Jannelle handed them the security footage and confirmed that she wanted to press charges against her. The authorities located the woman and brought her to the police station in handcuffs the next day. Her name was Amanda Martinez. She is facing up to a year in jail for aggravated assault and bodily harm and a permanent ban from the restaurant. "I'm definitely pressing charges," Jannelle said. Her boss, however, did something that shocked her. He put a sign that read, "Our workers are human too. We do not condone any mistreatment of our employees. Matters will be dealt with civilly and politely. If not, you will be asked to dine elsewhere."